Let's look at the tail of the tape between these two heavyweight #1 seeds and tops in their conferences, and it's really the #1 offense against the #1 defense in the league. Really the only place where you can see there's a huge difference, especially in the regular season, is with points allowed, where you have the Denver Broncos allowing almost 25 a game, where the Seahawks allow a league low of 14. We'll round it down in that case, 14 points per game. And listen, there's going to be the cliche of the defense wins championships. That's clearly going to be on trial in this Super Bowl. But what else do we get, Bonnie, when you get a #1 seed, the #1 offense versus the #1 defense?
Well, I do really think pressure on Peyton Manning, what sort of pass rush Seattle can put together, is going to be key. Now, we obviously know that when put in a situation, and Sean Moreno wasn't, as powerful as he has been from what we saw yesterday, but this is all about Peyton Manning. Can you disrupt him? Can you get him off his rhythm? And can you jam his receivers at the line? Because even if you're getting pressure on Peyton Manning, he can still get rid of the ball quickly. What can put him in a really difficult situation is if you jam his receivers, and so much of what he does is predicated on timing, that if they're not in the exact spot where he expects them to be, that's where Seattle can be really effective.
Yeah, I mean, how great is it the NFL went chalk? You've got the #1, #2 team.
Very rare.
Hasn't happened since,
what, 20 years, right? It's been 20 years. But yeah, I mean,
Colts and Saints, they were both once.
Yeah,
defense,
back in 09.
That phrase, defense wins championships. We'll see if that's true. I think that Sean Moreno is going to have a very difficult time running the ball against the Seattle Seahawks. I think it's going to be all on Peyton Manning's shoulders. Richard Sherman in that secondary, one of the best in the NFL. It's going to be tough. And also, really quick, I think, folks out there watching, everybody talks about how, well, Denver's going to come here, they're going to work out, they're going to practice at the Jets facility, and the Seahawks are going to practice at the Giants facility. All your preparation for the Super Bowl is happening this week for both these teams, because they know when they come to New York, New Jersey for the Super Bowl, it's parties, it's functions, it's media day. It's media day on Tuesday that I'm sure the three of us will all be at. It's going to be insane. So whoever does the best preparation this week, I think is going to have one leg up.
We mentioned it earlier on the show, so I do want to get your thoughts on how you think Marshawn Lynch will do against the Denver Broncos run defense, and especially when you have a team, we've talked about it, where their bread and butter is the run game and the defense. If you take away one of those, Mon, if you take away the run, can Seattle still win?
Well, see, and that's actually what I was going to say, because I have a sneaking suspicion that Marshawn Lynch is going to have a tough day, which is why I think it's so important to discuss whether or not Percy Harvin's going to play, because that Denver's going to stop the run and say, okay, Russell Wilson, you got to throw. You need to have a Percy Harvin, even if he's not 100%, and this is a concussion, he's had some hip issues, you need to have a defense keying on that guy to open other receivers up. So I think whether Harvin's going to be in the game is going to be really important.
See, it's interesting. I don't know if Marshawn Lynch is going to have a tough day. He went up against arguably one of the best defenses against the run in the San Francisco 49ers, rushed for 109 yards and scored on a 40-yard touchdown. So I think it's going to be a tall task to ask the Denver Broncos to try to shut down Marshawn Lynch. I think really the big key here is, can the defense stop Peyton Manning and not have him put up just enough points that Russell Wilson can manage the ball game and Marshawn Lynch can eat up the clock, own that time of possession that Denver took that away from Tom Brady to win the ball game. I think it's going to be a close ball game. I don't think it's going to be a blowout by any stretch.
I don't think it's going to be a high-scoring game.
Hey there, SI fans. I hope you enjoyed this clip from our daily live show, SI Now. You can find a link to the complete episode in the description box below. And while you're there, make sure to subscribe to Sports Illustrated's YouTube channel. Remember, you can watch SI Now Monday through Friday live at 1 p.m. Eastern Time only on SI.com. We'll see you there.